Or
that's a good theory.
Could
Conspiracy
be
theory.
Bischoff. What's that?
Could.
Oh. Anyway.
So, I guess, should we start it?
I think we already started.
No, but should we start the rundown?
Oh. I mean, I think that's a good idea.
I already teased it. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
We got it now.
Hey,
right.
Rob's here.
All right. So, we're going to start with the show open because that just makes the most sense, Brian.
Sure.
Side by side NXT, we got the return of Tommaso Ciampa against Angel Garza. No surprise, Ciampa won, and he looks great.
On hell.
On hell.
On hell.
Yeah, I don't.
It's Angel.
No habla español.
Yeah, see.
And on the other side, we have the SCU versus Best Friends. We have what was supposed to be Kazarian and Daniels, and it turns out to be Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, and they get the victory despite the Lucha Brothers killing Daniels and taking him out.
Yeah, pretty much murdering him on the ramp with the fucking package pile driver, where it really looked like Daniels really took, like, the top of his head looked like it actually hit. I was nervous for a second.
Well, and I think it did hit, Brian, because the way the ramp is, the ramp is not the same level. You have to count for that. Otherwise, you're going to hit the guy's head.
Yeah.
And when he came down because he was on the ramp, it's at a slant. Even in the replay, I'm sorry, Board, I don't know what you think if you want to chime in, but Daniels took a legit pile driver.
They had all those extras ready to be medics, and then, like, as the move hit, they're like, no, wait, let's send out the real ones.
Isn't this so cute? It's like our first time in AEW that we're like, was it a real thing or are we being worked?
Oh, no, it was definitely a work, but I think it became real.
Don't take
No, I don't
my
think
love.
so. No, I don't
take
think
my
so.
joy
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, it's still real to me. Damn it,
Oh, is it?
or something.
I don't know.
No, don't play it.
I didn't
Don't
have my
play it.
buttons.
Brian said it. It's good
Don't
enough.
play it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, who's going to win here? I think the tag team tournament against Ciampa is a really good discussion here.
Well, no, the tag team tournament against Ciampa and a different opponent is a really good conversation here.
You think
matchup.
having Angel wasn't good enough to go against the tag team tournament?
I mean, if you're deliberately going against the tag team tournament, no, it's not. But nobody's I'm not thinking personally that they're deliberately setting up their show in reaction anymore. After tonight, I'm not.
Well, they definitely couldn't be because the way we watched it, we lined up some matches. There was no question which we were watching.
But there's also, I mean, you got to say NXT's definitely been front-loading their shows, right? Like, they've been putting their best foot forward as far as what the first match has been.
They have been, and Ciampa coming back is definitely a
Should
draw.
have been the main event instead of what we had as the main event.
Not the main event, but maybe the second hour curtain jerk, right?
You could flip the bookends and it'd be better.
I don't want to see Ciampa and Angel, or whatever his name is, Angel,
Angel
as the main event, right?
But Undisputed came out after it. So you have the Sharks swarming and all the gold swarming.
You'd have to have a better opponent than Angel.
Well, that's what he's just a prop. You know that.
Well, then he shouldn't be the main event. That's not very Angel-like.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. So Punishment Martinez is already worthy of main. We'll get to that. I don't want to go too much into it.
Who wins the first tag team? AEW.
So let's just talk about. We might as well talk about it here. The other match that they had later on for the tag teams were Jurassic Express, which turned out to be Jungle Boy and not Luchasaurus. Stanko?
Excuse me, what?
Is that his name?
No, his name is not Stanko, but I mean, his name is Stanko.
Oh, okay.
What?
Go ahead.
No, his name is Marco Stunt.
Marco.
I'm not saying.
Stanko.
I'm not saying that. I wouldn't have enjoyed the match with Luchasaurus. I'm not saying that it was better than if he was in it, but I am saying that I was locked in to this match from beginning to end. This took me from NXT. This is the point, and I want to put it like this. Last 2 weeks, we watched NXT and AEW side by side, and it really was a ping pong table, back and forth and back and forth. Tonight, AEW grabbed me with this match, and then I kind of stayed there most of the night.
It was tough. There were a couple of moments on NXT, but overall, you're right, Rob. AEW really did a much better job of telling stories. I mean, outside of Velveteen Dream, NXT just booked some other. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't even that. I mean, you want to say telling stories, fine. They had some good story time, but for AEW tonight, it really was the in-ring product that really just stole the show. And as much of a story as you want to say an in-ring product can have, which it absolutely can have, I don't know if the stories were being told in the ring so much as just fabulous physical wrestling throughout the night.
Well, plus it's not always often that you see someone like doing dives with their fucking hands tied behind their back.
Don't blow your wad,
I'm just
Brian.
saying, man.
I was about to go to you for not that. I wanted to go to you. What did you think about, since we're talking about 2 tag team tournament matches on AEW, let's throw in the other NXT tag match here. We had Imperium, which was
per diem.
Per diem.
No, per diem.
Anyway,
you guys don't know what per diem is. It's killing me.
Eichner and Barthel against Birch and Lorcan.
Wait, before we move forward.
Wait, no, you've had a no.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Per diem. It's a little area between your. It's essentially your taint.
So it's just
the per diem.
So
now anytime
you want to
see,
call them the taint.
No, anytime you see Imperium, you're gonna think per diem.
Mm-hmm.
They got to change the name now.
Imperium.
Sorry to do that to you.
Board, we're getting to you in just a
Barthel.
second.
Yeah.
Imperium Star Destroyer.
Anyway,
Per diem.
Barthel and Eichner, one of Brian's favorite name droppers, Fabian Eichner there.
Love him. Great
against
wrestler.
Birch and Lorcan, one of his other favorite name droppers.
There were a lot of
Lorcan.
favorites on NXT.
Brian has like so many times. It's all
Taynara.
Well, we'll get to Conte later. What do you who'd you pick here? You're saying that AEW had the better matches, but your boys are fighting each other here.
I know, but it was still. I mean, it was still just kind of a NXT match. I don't know. The whole, like we've been saying, like the AEW, like Dynamite had just like there's a lot of story going on in their tag, especially with their tag match. How it started, and then have fucking Scorpio Sky losing his shoes and just wrestling, just doing the match in his street clothes. Right, getting his shoe back.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know. It was cool. The visual of him just wrapping his wrists, like going out in the ring, and not knowing that he had the match. Like, it was a good story.
You're right. You're right when you say that, because it does feel like every match that AEW has something tied to it, and something tied to it that's still building. Where WWE, it's
recycle ties.
Go out there and have a match again. But we just had one. What's our motivation? What's the story? You're in the ring and you're in the ring, and then you both do wrestling moves to each other. That's your story. Go for it.
So, checking in real quick on the board. Let's see. DP says thank you, Brian, or he's telling me to have Brian thank him because he's the one who put it's the taint up there first. Favorite match of the night, in my opinion. Soji said he was agreeing with you, Rob. On hell, NXT took our jobbers. Justin joining us.
Hey.
Thank you, Adam, for referring to Martinez by his proper name. So we're just catching up on all the comments on the board. As we segue away from this.
What board is that, Adam?
It is our YouTube live chat board.
Wonderful.
As we segue away from this, I just want to quickly, because we're talking about the tag teams, there were 2 tag team matches on NXT.
Yeah.
There was 2 tag team matches for the tag team tournament on AEW, plus you had a Frankenstein, and you had LAX 2.0, a.k.a. the Proud and Powerful.
That's so horrible.
Why do you hate it?
And that's where I want to go to next.
That's some Vince McMahon
Proud and
corny
Powerful.
shit.
No.
They challenged the Young Bucks to Full Gear, so they've added a match to their pay-per-view. NXT hasn't truly showed their hand yet for War Games.
Yeah.
So in terms of like future booking, we're starting to build a card for our next pay-per-view where NXT is not.
And they're laying the seeds in for the Cody Jericho match already too,
right.
with the stories.
And I want to eat some crow to Rob for a second, Brian, and then I'll come to you.
Yeah.
I told you that NXT was going to change. It appears that they haven't. So much so that they're not selling their early War Game stuff like this far in advance.
Right.
Like they're still doing the same.
Well,
they also
they
have
kinda
now,
are.
They're building War
but they
Games.
haven't had the same people on the show each week. Just like I thought they would break that mold.
Yeah.
And they put out 8 matches tonight.
They did. The problem with NXT,
which is 4 an hour from their old shows.
The problem with NXT tonight was not that because we like it when they stagger talent. We don't see them every week.
No problem with it.
The problem was that they have all their talent on one, and not taken away from anybody, but all their big name star power on one show, and then this
2 weeks ago.
well, last week, and then this week was all their kind of, there's some fan favorites there, and then there's some kind of
Second tier.
Second tier. Yeah, tonight was second tier. All you had was appearances by like the Undisputed Era, and then next week's going to be all the star power again.
And Johnny and Velveteen were in tapings only.
Yeah, you have to take the 2 weeks and mix that up a little bit, because right now it was powerful last week. This week was not bad wrestling, not a bad wrestling show, just very underwhelming.
How do you do it though? I mean, they only have 2 hours worth of
Well,
TV.
no, I know that, but let's look at everybody who's on Monday night, right?
Yeah.
Undisputed in Force was there Monday night. Velveteen was there Monday night. Shayna was there Monday night. Bianca was there Monday night.
Talking about Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm very confused.
I'm sorry. Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, last Wednesday.
Wacky waving inflatable
I'm
Rob.
sorry. And you can go down the line of all the star power. Finn showed up on Wednesday night. All the star power that showed up last week. And then this week, all of those big names were there either in promo or brief camera backstage. I'm just saying I would have split that up a little bit, put some more star power this week, had some star power next week. A little bit too diluted.
I think their big thing was Ciampa coming back, right? That's like the big
That was the
kicker.
but that's why
How
putting it as a
anticlimactic
curtain
was
jerk.
it? Yeah.
they've been doing it
So
for the past few weeks.
They surround the ring, and then they
Well, yeah, let's talk
give
about that.
They give a USB drive.
They give a USB to Mauro Ranallo, which we come back from commercial is revealed that they beat the shit out of Velveteen Dream. We never even see it. We just see him lying. We see a ladder, and we can assume what's happened.
Yeah.
Right. Like they had it set up properly where we know what happened.
It would have been much cooler if he slid him a VHS.
Well, no, they would have done some crash pad shit and all that other crap. I'd rather just do what they did.
Yeah.
They say Velveteen's out for a while. I still have him in the War Games match against Undisputed.
How long is War Games from now?
November 26th, I think.
Okay. Well, that's plenty. That's some good weeks for Velveteen to kind of hang back and
cut
then
a promo in in 2 weeks.
I can see it right now. You have Finn and Tomasa and somebody else as the one team against Undisputed, and they're like the week before fucking War Games, and our fourth member.
All right,
Velveteen
speed round. You think he's the mystery guy?
Yeah.
So who round out the team? Who is it?
Well, I said Finn, Tomasa.
It's DIY, Velveteen, and Finn.
Oh, so Gargano.
Gargano, right?
He would be the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All against Undisputed.
I think it was since we're, and by the way, audience, I know we're flying all around, but this is just an overlap. The Johnny Gargano saying, "I don't know how I'm going to react until I see Tommaso Ciampa." He's going to give him a hug. They're going to be on the same page. Ciampa's coming back as a face.
Yeah.
DIY with huge baby faces. Tag division is needing something there.
They're not going to put it. They're not going to make them a tag team.
No,
they
won't. But they're going to be able to
call
coexist.
them DIY, but they'll put them in a foursome to go against Undisputed.
They'll coexist. Oh, yeah. No, and they'll touch on the. I mean, they have to, right?
Can they just stop giving like sentimental fucking packages to Gargano? Like literally, come on.
Yeah, they make
thing,
him look
man.
weak.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? He is NXT.
Stike says the rumor for War Games match is Undisputed versus Finn, Ciampa, Gargano, and Dream. Hey,
hello.
Check the tape.
Yep.
Full Gear getting more matches. War Games, where your matches, Justin said.
And I did that off the top of my head.
Yeah. And Soji says, hey, Rob, I agree with you. The stars didn't stick out tonight for NXT. Even EO couldn't get into it.
And I love EO.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's go to that next.
Yeah, fuck what he said.
Oh, a question real quick, Brian.
What?
I forgot to throw it to you on this one
What?
as I go through my notes. Who the fuck did Proud and Powerful fight?
Proud and Powerful. The Beaver Boys.
Okay, who the fuck are the Beaver Boys?
Alex Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that
John.
Ron Reynolds' little brother?
What?
Nothing.
No. And John Silver. NYWC graduates back from Long Island.
By the way,
so they're using jobbers, which is cool.
What
I
was
mean, no, I'm sorry. Not job. No.
Oh, write it down.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
22 minutes.
No. They're using enhancement talent, which that was a question that we threw out. They were like, are they just going to use all roster people, or are they going to bring in outside people that aren't technically in AEW?
You are so great to throw this in right at this point. Here's the thing, WWE, pay attention. They threw in enhancement talent, Brian, but they had a super fucking huge outcome of that. After they beat them, Jericho comes on the screen. By the way, we're gonna. These guys want to fight the Bucks at Full Gear.
Right.
They turned a squash, jobber, whatever, into a huge point in the story.
You can't really call them jobbers. And
I didn't mean that.
Well, I know you didn't. I'm not
Yes,
necessarily
he did.
talking about. I'm not talking about what you were saying. What I mean is unlike the jobbers that show up on WWE, these guys came in and they wrestled.
These two guys.
Yeah, these fucking guys.
Right.
They came in and they wrestled, and they didn't just look like they got a quick hope spot and then got squashed by somebody. They wrestled.
Plus, they were promoting them. They weren't like acting like these guys were just completely out of the blue. Like they referred to them by their names, by what they go by on the indies. So.
Yeah, they weren't just like, look at those skinny little fuckers fighting Braun. Like,
right. Sometimes they laugh at the guys and don't even give them names. Like it's bullshit.
Justin and the board is picking on you, Brian. They got their pitchforks for you calling them jobbers.
Fuck. Yeah, well, I'll be hiding.
Brian took our jobbers.
Took them and flushed them down the toilet.
Okay.
So we've kind of flopped around. Let's go to the women.
You flopped around.
We have 2 matches on NXT. We have Io Shirai and Kaylee Carmen. No relation. We also have Tegan Knox versus Tainara. No last name anymore.
Some say
She
dream
got the
matches.
Conti out.
Dream matches don't happen.
She got the Conti out.
She did
Yeah,
get
we
the
heard. We didn't
Conti
laugh. We didn't laugh the first time.
out.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brian.
He didn't laugh either.
No, this was a dream match for me. Some would say this was a dream match.
Not in between the
Which
rows.
one? Which one?
Tainara
Oh,
and Tegan.
oh yeah.
Conti and Knox. Knox County.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's so many names.
that's funny.
Whoa, not wow. And have Kane be the manager.
Right? They could be Knox County. And, yeah.
Oh, Knox Conti.
Yeah.
That's a fucking missed opportunity.
There, make a shirt,
I'm,
Brian.
I'm calling Uncle Eric right now.
Markedoutgear.com.
Oh, he doesn't
you
work for
can't
the
call
company
that-
anymore.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Save it for the dirt sheets that we don't do
Oh, we're
anymore.
doing dirt sheets?
Are we?
Let's stay on topic. So we got Kaylee and Io. We got Tegan and Tainara. No surprise on the winners of each. Kaylee Carmen looked okay. Io looked way better.
What do you mean? Okay, she's very talented.
Oh,
that was
she
a good
was
match.
very talented,
Yeah.
but she's green, and she didn't have much shine, is my point.
She looked okay.
Well, she didn't get much shine.
I think she got a lot of shine.
the match was all about Io.
Okay.
It was all about her entrance. I didn't know she
No,
had
that's
such a
Rob.
fucking bad ass entrance.
Io's fucking entrance is fucking number one right now.
Yeah, he squirted off in
Dude, it's fucking badass, and she
sensory deprivation.
She sells that. She sells that little innocent fucking evil. The face. Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, we need to get Kiera in here when we're talking about Io so he doesn't go off the rails.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
So on the other side, we have a championship match, though, Brian.
Who's that?
It's Riho
Riho.
and Britt Baker, the dentist, DNS. Who wins the women tonight?
I mean,
Come on, defend your
no,
your product.
No,
Try.
No, man, I'm not gonna defend it. I'm not gonna defend it.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta say, NXT for me, their matches were good. And I'm not being biased.
They were match of the year compared to the one I saw on AEW.
They're a
I'm
little.
sorry.
I mean, look, let's not get carried away with like any kind of slip ups or miscues or anything.
No, I'm talking about. It was long and boring. There was a couple spots the crowd wanted to pop. They popped twice.
They were popping everywhere
during
for
Riho
everything.
and Britt Baker. They popped twice, but that match was boring. And for whatever reason, the cameraman just had his camera all the way up Barbie doll crotch Riho the whole time.
It so totally is. It looks like, yeah, it does.
Vice is giving me shit. He's saying NXT. He doesn't think that NXT. We're talking about the women.
We're talking
specifically.
about just the women.
Yeah.
Anaconda Vice.
I don't know,
Pay
I-
attention and stay on
the whole-
Don't
topic.
get your panties in a
Now,
bunch.
I mean, now I know
God.
we haven't spoken about it yet, but the whole Rhea Ripley thing, like that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
NXT, like that was awesome.
And you had a Bianca promo saying, Rhea, you can't go through me. You had Shayna coming out at the end. Oh, look at what I did to Dakota, Tegan. You don't want any of me.
Right.
You had a lot versus the other show had 2 women. Just 2.
yeah.
Not a great.
No, the match. I mean, it definitely wasn't. It wasn't the best
Yeah.
that they could
The
offer.
one thing that I can argue for sure that NXT crushed him on, Rob, is the women. There's no
I'm
question.
with
today.
you. I'm
No,
with
no,
you.
absolutely. And my prediction, here it is, write it down. My prediction is next week, Bianca puts Rhea over to make her look stronger going into War Games with Shayna. And Bianca, that is her swan song. She joins her husband on Monday Night Raw. That is my prediction.
What if they don't do it?
And by the way,
then I'm wrong.
I don't have to write it down. You've told me so many times off the air.
Well, we're on the air now,
Oh,
asshole.
okay.
All the times he said stuff and repeated it on the air, and I didn't go, oh, you said that earlier, Adam. You're not allowed to say it again.
All right, so we're all in unanimous on the women. That's an easy one tonight.
Run through that one.
Yeah. Plus, by the way, Britt and Riho, I'm looking at my notes. They were partners last week, and then they just fight. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, like they're being respectful of each other.
Maybe Dana Warrior's moonlighting for the women's division in
Oh my God.
AEW.
writing for both.
Yes.
Helping them out. Okay, sure.
Yeah. The Saudi Prince.
Go ahead.
All righty, let's go to the big matches of the top of the second hour.
That was a mouthful.
NXT's product,
That was him.
Keith Lee versus Dominic Dick Jack.
Excuse me, what?
Dick Jack. He said Dick Jack. Dominic
Yeah.
Dick
No.
Jack.
I'm going to stick with it.
That's another.
We're not flying by that
Even
one.
though I know now that it's Dikovic.
You don't even know.
Dikovic.
Dyke Dick.
Dyke-
Dick
Dikovic?
Jack.
Dick Dyke.
Dig Dug.
Dick Dyke.
Dominic Dig Dug. And AEW answers with Mox and Pac versus Paige and Omega.
Those are pretty good matches right there.
They are.
They're pretty good.
And they both had kind of hook or crook endings. You have Roddy and the Keith Lee
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Dominic match.
Uh-huh.
So that now he has a triple threat instead of Velveteen. Now he's got those two monsters. And then the other one, you have Mox and Pac, pretty much their whatever tag team for the night dissolve, and Pac's left hanging to get beat by two men. So
Yeah.
now they're fighting next week as well. So both these matches set up a match next week because you've got Pac and Mox, and now
Pac
you've
and
got
Mox.
the triple threat.
Now, does it do anything like negatively? Because for me, like I like seeing the AEW match. Like I was watching AEW during the whole Keith Lee Dominic Duck Donuts match. Like I was not even watching that one. We've seen it before.
Yeah, let me just piggyback on that real quick, Brian. You finish. So, the juice, whatever his name is, and Keith
The
Lee,
Juice?
the juice,
The juice.
the juice maker. I said it before when they were wrestling. I was like, this is the rubber match. We've seen this match
Yeah.
twice. It was good both times. How is this going to be different than the good they already had? So bringing Roddy in and disrupting, I think, was the perfect way to finish that match. And then the triple threat, give them
Right, sets it up next week.
Yeah, for their fourth match, but with Roddy.
No, I dig it. I mean, awesome match. I
But you're
love
right.
all of them, but like I don't know, the first like one or two times that we've seen it already, it's like I know this is kind of what he says.
But
all
I
the
have
time.
something new on this screen I've never seen before.
Right.
Versus something I've already seen.
I got a theory for both of you. Do you think there's any chance that Velveteen returns next week?
No.
Costing Roddy the match so that these two other guys are fighting for the title while Roddy's taken out outside the ring.
No.
Triple threat, no DQ, Rob.
No, because then you take the belt from Roddy before War Games, and you want to have Roddy to have that belt going. into War
Unless
Games.
they're going to make it for all the gold, you don't want it there.
Who's going to be there? Dick Jack or Baskin Azor?
Somebody has to be in the undercard. If we put the 8 guys that we're suggesting, Undisputed, Ciampa, Gargano, Dream, I mean, who else is left? You got
But they have to go in
Trevor
with all
Lee.
the gold. That's the prophecy. They go into War Games with all the gold.
And then so that match has everything. That's like
That match has everything. You got your.
But does it all change hands if they lose?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
That's what I want. Otherwise, I don't care if they have all the gold.
Yeah, that could happen. But, yeah, they can't go into War Games without all the gold.
right.
That's
no,
that's
No
their
way.
thing right now.
Yeah.
All the gold.
Draped in gold, baby.
Draped in gold.
Baby.
Baby. And they're running around like a little bit of an NWO, like we're in charge. I like that Regal stood up a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
And made that. The match went pretty long with Mox and Pac, Paige and Omega. I was really glad to see, their records suck. Paige and Omega haven't, I think they're 1-4 combined or something like that.
Something like that.
So having them get a win here, it doesn't hurt the other team because it's not going to count as their singles record. So it's not like Pac and Mox are going to just, we're 0-1 or it adds the loss to the column.
Rest in peace to Pac's finger, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in power.
Oh, for the barbed wire?
Yeah, he fucking ripped that shit up.
Yeah, in case you thought that was fake, he barely fucking touched it and was bleeding.
Yeah.
So that had to be real barbed wire. You're right,
Or
Brian.
maybe he fucking gigged himself.
This is a great way to set these guys up, though, right?
Right.
Pac coming out there thinking, hey, I'm going to help you out, and him saying, I don't fucking need you.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It was good, and it's heel, but Mox has slowly become kind of an anti-face.
Yeah,
He gets cheered.
Yeah.
He's going
so
on
it
that
works.
side.
It
For sure.
works.
Everybody gets cheered in AEW. There's no natural heels in AEW. I mean, who are they booing like they hate? That's just not that crowd. The AEW crowd is a fucking if you're kick-ass, good or bad, I don't care. I'm going to cheer for you.
I mean, Jericho, he gets boos, but no one really means it.
Jericho he can make that shit happen.
Yeah.
You know, he can make the most fucking non-booing crowd boo because he's that good.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
So, real quick, rounding out the card before we get to the main events, Damian Priest versus Pete Dunne. Oh, wait, sorry, that was the main event. Boa versus Killy Dane. We had Brandon Reed versus Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle showed some strength by carrying the guy, literally at times.
Not Brandon Reed. That's not his name.
That's what I wrote down.
That's not his name.
What is it?
I don't give a shit what you wrote down.
What's it? Bronson Reed.
Yeah,
I can't read my own handwriting. It does say Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Sorry.
He wrestled
Brandon
Charles
Reed
Bronson.
is a tight end, I think. I don't know.
Jordan Reed is.
Jordan Reed.
He actually never mind.
Can I buy a vowel?
He's got concussions.
Anyway,
Andre Reed?
so Matt Riddle
Fire.
beats just basically gets himself on TV. Wasn't no right home about match.
It was cool seeing what the fuck is his name now? It's Bronson something. What'd you say? Bronson Reed? Bronson Reed.
Yes.
That's such a
J.R. Reed?
It's his fucking name, man.
don't
What do
like
you
it.
want me to do about it?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Do you have William
Write
Regal?
your
Can we
letter.
write to him? I'm
Yeah,
writing.
write your letter.
I'm gonna send him an email right
What
now.
about Boa and Killian Dane? Boa taps out, but Killian Dane gets his finger broke by Pete Dunne on the way out.
Yeah.
I gotta say, who is this Boa guy? A lot of my attention for the past few weeks has obviously, and I mean clearly, gone to AEW. I've kind of laxed on NXT.
We heard you in the bathroom. We
Yeah,
know.
sure. That's yeah. Yeah. Don't
Oh,
tell
Cody.
him. Don't stop.
Vice President Penis.
No, stop.
Executive Vice President.
Who's Boa? Who is this guy? Where'd he come from?
He's a constrictor.
Is that his thing?
That's a dad joke.
No.
He's a Chinese,
Come on,
he's
someone.
a Chinese wrestler. What do you want? What are you
But
looking
where'd he
for?
come from? Why is he in
China.
No. But I don't know. You have a lot of people just on the fucking the bench.
This
just
is what I'm
chilling.
That's what I said earlier. All the star power was last week. I didn't know half these people. I mean, fucking who fought Branson? What's his name?
Matt
Charles
Riddle.
Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle was even. It was even like,
Yeah, because he's the king of no-sell style.
Yeah. Well.
And he had a match with a guy that was like, there was no stories tonight. Maybe that's what it was.
No, Stike.
Not
well,
for
there were
NXT.
some. There were some.
Not the same level that there were for AEW.
The women had a
not
strong.
even close.
The women had a strong story tonight,
That was it.
and Undisputed had a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, what's on the board?
Well, Stike is saying that Boa was in the Cruiserweight Challenge. First WWE wrestler signed out of China. Oh, signed out of China.
Was he?
Yeah, I remember him.
Is he Ho Ho Lun?
He's not. No. He's
He
not. He is not Ho
Lun.
He is not
He
Ho
Ho
Lun.
Lun.
He ate him.
We should see if he wants to come on the show. Ho
Ho Loon?
Yeah.
Lun?
Loon, I think.
Are you loony?
Loon?
Yep.
Loon.
Ninja, please.
And then Anaconda Vice is saying Moxley was a savage tonight. Love him.
Yeah, at negative 1 mile an hour though.
No.
He has not-
no,
he has
Rob,
not sped up
I'm
since-
sorry. You were being in the Kool-Aid saying he's slow.
He's still slow. I mean, look,
he
all-
wasn't
all-
bouncing off the ropes
all-
at negative 1 miles an hour.
He's like he got real high before every match. I'm sorry. Me, even Brian.
Oh,
don't-
I made the
don't
joke.
flip the.
No, I
oh,
know.
you made the joke.
I made the joke.
Because I said, "Oh, dude, he's still slow." You're like, "Yeah, I know."
Well, it was during his dive to the outside, and they cut to the camera where it was coming directly at us, so you couldn't really decide
it was
how
so slow, I
fast
thought
he
it was-
actually was going.
I thought
So
it was a
petty,
replay.
Rob. So
Oh.
petty. So petty.
That is
Rob.
very petty.
He's
Rob.
fucking slow.
So petty.
That's petty.
Sorry. He's walking
He
in
had
mud.
MRSA.
It's like he's walking in mud.
Have
really?
you ever had MRSA?
No,
Well,
I don't. What is MRSA?
it's like a fucking blood disease or some shit.
So
Like,
that makes you slow?
here.
Is it like
I'm
lead in
gonna-
your blood?
I'm gonna WebMD this
like
shit.
the Silver Surfer?
So, no,
MRSA.
it's not like
No,
Silver
are you
Surfer.
WebMDing MRSA
Yeah,
right
MRSA,
now?
and it's spelled weird. There's like no vowels. It's MRSA. Now this is a whole thing.
Does he
Just
still,
stop,
does
Brian.
he still have it?
I'm
It's a
gonna bring-
bacterium that
Oh
causes
my
infections in different parts of the body. It's tougher to treat than most strains of
An Imperium?
Staphylococcus aureus or staph infection. So it's a cousin of staph infection.
I'm going to
Imperium.
mute the both of you. This
Hernium.
is not what we talk about
Honestly,
on this fucking show.
I'm worried for Renee.
Because he's so slow?
No.
Takes you longer to
because
get
of
there?
MRSA. I don't know if it's contagious.
Yeah. Soji says, "Hey Rob, he's just Ambrose in all black gear."
I know. That's what
not
I'm
true.
saying.
No, he's got an earring.
Stike says Moxley should just be booked as an unhinged one-man army. And apparently DP is pointing out that Brian thinks all Asians look the same.
That is not true.
If he's a one-man army, would he be in the 100 Years of War? Because it would take that long for him to, move around. No?
Yeah, you guys, you were doing well for a while. No surprise you lost steam.
I'm glad he's better, though.
Rounding out some other stuff, we had a Cody hanging out True Hollywood Stories type of story.
It looked very like Total Divas. Like,
Yeah.
The way that, even the way.
is what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Right. The way that
email.
like
No,
Brandy was shot.
They were showing his focus through all of his distraction.
Yeah,
I
and they were
liked it.
also interviewing everybody else in the company.
There's nothing wrong with that.
His mom. They got his mom.
They got his mom. They got
Yeah.
MGF. They had
DDP.
JR, DDP.
I'm not a
Tony
fan.
Schiavone.
I'm not a fan of the big fluff pieces. I'm not like when they did it for Roddy and his fucking trailer park life. They,
Oh wow!
yeah.
I mean, well, whatever.
Whoa.
I don't give a shit. So I mean, I was like, this is lame. I don't want to watch this fucking shit, right? I didn't want to watch it. And then Gargano gets one every fucking 2 weeks, and then Ciampa.
Okay, the Gargano one was
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What about the Finn one?
But
the
even
past is my future.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but so even as much as I hate fluff pieces, this fucking this fucking Cody one wasn't bad, man. It was all right.
What are you laughing
It told
at?
the story that it needed to tell.
What are you laughing at over
The
there?
past is my future.
Or sorry, you said the future is my past, or something.
The future is my past.
No, I agree with you.
Thank you.
And I did enjoy the segment. I thought it was cool that they I don't know, they switched it up. It's very different, just kind of like just aesthetically from NXT, which is kind of refreshing. That's the whole thing, right?
And we mentioned it during the show too. AEW, since week 1, they've upped their TV production game. It's
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's only
Except for the Barbie crotch shots.
well, yeah, but it's minor shit. But if you really pay attention, it's much smoother and crisper than it was week 1. So well done for learning from your past. WWE, figure that shit out.
Anaconda Vice says
That's good.
Cody's segment was so sick because he didn't talk. I just realized that.
What?
He didn't say a word.
Oh,
No, he
okay.
did. Yeah, he did.
They said he said one word.
Yeah,
Literally.
He was like, she was like, "Do you want me to be on that call with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, babe, that's fine." Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he
He's
gave her a kiss.
beating off in the float tank.
Will you stop with that? All right. Fine. We're before we get to the main event,
So sticky.
I just want to talk about everything they teased for next week. Finn is back in ring. Bianca versus Rhea.
Yeah.
We have the triple threat for the North American. Roddy, Lee, and Dick Jack. On the other side, Mox versus Pac. We got the semifinals of the tag team tournament, SCU versus Dark Order, and Lucha Brothers versus Private Party. So next week, they're teasing some pretty good matches here, I think.
Yeah, but again, we go to the star power conversation, and for me, just the card readout, NXT sounds more appealing next week versus the AEW card.
Well, it sounded more appealing to me when it was Velveteen Dream in the mix. I like that they're stalling because hopefully I still believe he's coming back for War Games, so this is a good stall tactic.
Yeah.
And you get Dick Jack and
You're
Keith Lee
not,
some
you're
love.
not going to get a bad match.
No,
Is he hurt?
absolutely not.
Velveteen?
I
No,
think
they're
it's a-
claiming.
Yeah, I think it's a work.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, from a few weeks ago, right? That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I just
No,
hope he's
from
not a
his beatdown
mystery.
tonight.
No,
as long as
but-
he's not a mystery partner Monday, I'm good.
Yeah. Stretch that one out a little bit.
So, and then now main events.
Yeah.
Not even fucking close.
No. Not
Pete
not
Dunne
at all.
and Damian Priest,
Eh.
Punishment Martinez. Not a bad match by any standard, but I'm sorry, it has no consequence. It really did nothing for me. On the other side, I'm watching a guy with his hands taped behind his back wrestle a 48-year-old and having a great match in terms of, Rob, you always talk about this, telling the story of a match.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Tonight, this match, the AEW main event match, Darby Allin, Chris Jericho. The last time I sat down and watched a match on the edge of my seat, anticipating what's going to happen next, was the Royal Rumble that Roman Reigns won, and that's only because I knew Adam fucking drew the number for the tattoo.
Oh, that's right.
So
That was good.
Almost won.
almost won. I'm sorry.
Almost won. He was
won.
second place.
So-
Randy Orton is my savior.
And so that had nothing to do with the match itself. So that's the last time. I'm saying I was on the edge of my seat for this main event match. I didn't, as much as I might enjoy Damian Priest and Pete Dunne, I didn't really give a shit.
It's funny you say it about the edge of your seat because obviously we knew that Darby Allin's not going to take the title, right, Brian?
Yeah, of course.
But it was still like we were
we knew
into every spot. We were like, what are they going to do next? How are they going to one-up themselves? This is crazy. How's it going to end? The couple times that he kicked out were amazing, and the offense he had with his hands tied behind his back.
It did kind of start out a little slow. I think things picked up. I mean, obviously, right around the time when he tied his fucking hands behind his back, because I mean, this is something he's done on the Indies before, right?
Only 22.
Yeah, he's only 22, right? He's a fucking young buck, but like he's done that spot before.
Yes.
But not on this like scope, like especially not with Chris fucking Jericho too. So
Unreal.
on live TV, just insane.
I think there were two moments in that match where I actually said out loud, "I'm not watching this next spot," because I was like, "Holy shit!"
Like him doing the dive.
He's gonna
When he had the chair
He's gonna fucking kill himself.
and he turned the chair on him. I thought he was just going to get his ass beat with the chair. That was the part for me, Rob.
Well, you know what? Here's how you know when you have a star, right? And I'm not trying to get all on the Darby Allin jock, right? But when you have a star is when you expect to see certain things, and then somebody comes out and goes over those expectations. I expected to see Darby Allin do some wild and crazy shit, right? But I thought tonight he went over what I thought he might do. I thought he might do some normal fucking hardcore match type stuff.
Yeah, maybe even show some color. He didn't show any color.
The moonsault, the springboard moonsault.
What about the move on the skateboard that didn't give?
Oh, him taking the he's like a powerbomb on the skateboard, right?
I mean, everything that happened. I enjoyed that match. It was special in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm probably going to remember it 2 years from now. Probably won't. But I'll remember Darby Allin now.
Oh, you definitely will. And also, in addition to remembering, look at the consequence of this match. If you want to get real wrestling nerdy and philosophical and shit, you have Darby Allin, who you could point to as an example of what professional wrestling has evolved into, right? He is what it is. And then you're fighting one of the classic guys from where wrestling came from. You have these two vastly different styles from two vastly different eras all colliding at the same time, and the wrestling world is on its fucking toes over it. It's fucking great.
And we haven't seen Jake Hager all night, Brian. He comes to make the save while the ref's distracted.
Makes a little appearance, bing, bang, boom, right?
Perfect storytelling of a faction. And then what do we got? A bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of
Bit of the bubbly. Yeah. And Jericho almost crying for some reason after he won.
He did look very emotional.
I don't think it was a.
No,
yes,
he did.
I,
It looked like
I
he was-
agree with
like,
you.
I
I think he was blown up.
No,
I think he was blown
No,
up.
he was like, look at
Darby Allin ran circles on him.
He was boohoo crying. Like, he wasn't just like
he made a moment. Like he felt it. Like this seemed like it was like a big deal.
Either that or he got clocked in the head and it really fucking
Right.
hurts.
Now I will say, all right, we've been praising the shit out of it. Okay, we've been fucking blowing AEW, at least the main event. But there was a negative. It was
the AEW. The main event was hands down AEW.
It was slightly confusing because they promoted it as a Philadelphia street fight, right?
Oh,
and there were rope breaks and submission breaks and stuff like
save
that.
that for your trip to Pettytown later.
Oh.
Just save that.
Yeah, you didn't write anything down. I just remember it.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
you
well,
might
it's
have.
all,
me to
it's all up
Pettytown.
So, yeah, Swagger looked like a golf caddy. Soji. So what?
So what? Who's the douchiest people in the world?
And
Adam.
DP
Yeah, well,
says
besides that, yeah.
DP says Jericho was crying because he was so proud of Darby.
Wow.
You think so?
Are they going to do a kid storyline? I mean, he's got 26
he?
years on him.
Chris Jericho in Battle of Los Angeles,
Your
2020.
name is Darby Jericho now.
Oh, by the way, I saw a tease that Stallone's trying to convince Kurt Russell to come out with a Tango and Cash remake.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
please,
Sequel.
yes.
Sign me
A
up.
sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, yeah.
totally.
Fucking some damn what you call them things, wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Just fucking flying down the road.
Yeah.
Cussing each other out.
Yeah, they're like, I solved the case like Encyclopedia in the old folks home.
Then
I
you-
solved the case of
yeah.
the stolen pills.
And then you can go and watch the Golden Girls version of the Terminator coming out with
Oh,
Sarah
yeah.
Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like fogies instead of remakes. We'll just do
Elizabeth-
way after sequels.
Elizabeth Warren attacks
Or
Arnold
prequels.
Schwarzenegger.
Prequels are cool.
Okay.
Sometimes. Matrix. We're getting a Matrix movie.
Matrix prequel. I never saw any
No,
of them.
it's the. Oh, that's right. I hate you.
Never
for
saw
this.
it. Maybe one day I'll watch those. Star Wars, Godfather.
Yeah, you haven't seen Godfather. I know Star Wars.
I'm Italian. I don't even fucking see.
You never saw Godfather? Any of them?
I mean, I've seen like bits and pieces. But
Wow.
Seen Indiana Jones. Seen all
Well,
those.
that's okay. You get points for
Seen
that.
Crystal Skull even.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's the worst one, Brian.
I didn't hate it.
Oh my God. Compared to the others,
I
bro?
like. Well, I'm a sci-fi geek though, so they had the skeletons and shit come out. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're not skeletons.
No,
the fucking,
spoiler alert.
the fucking aliens.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I get sci-fi.
All right, so we've rounded the board.
Yeah.
We've gotten all the way around.
Yeah.
We've talked about it all.
Mhm.
We got 3 things to determine here. Before we do, we're going to bring back an oldie but goodie. I've got it for you. I hope you guys are ready.
Ole, arriba, epa, epa, arriba, ándale. Arriba,
So, tonight's speed round, with the victory, Jericho is 5-0 overall, is what it'll say on his lower third next week.
Mm-hmm.
How high is he go, or does he go before?
How high does he get?
Shut up. How high does his number get before the 0 turns into a 1?
Jared.
How many wins? He's 5-0 now. How many wins? Board, you can just throw a number up there. Mika Meach, you're late as fuck.
Cody.
And that's Brian's job.
Cody could take it.
Is it?
There's
No. But what's the? I know Cody could take it.
How many wins is
What's,
he asking?
how many
what's the
wins
number?
before he loses?
Oh.
10-0,
What is he right
12-0.
now?
He's at 5-0 now.
How many weeks you got till until
I don't know.
What's it called? The
I'm not convinced
Halloween
that
Havoc.
Cody's
boom
going to be the.
match.
No, I'm not convinced that Cody's going to win there. So that's a different story. So
I don't know. They're setting up fucking where the Luchas, or not the Luchas, but the new LAX are tying it up with fucking the
Proud and
other
Powerful.
EVPs.
yeah, but
No,
they have to
fucking-
chase.
Oh, the Bucks.
The Bucks.
They
yeah.
have to chase. Cody has to get his army and chase before he can get the
Yeah,
belt.
the Bucks is part of that army.
And so is MJF.
Yeah. So there you go.
So
I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Did you give a number?
he did not. He avoided it like a politician.
Yeah.
I'll go 9.
9 times.
9. Niner. It's
I'll
9 for Rob.
say, I'll say exactly as long as Eric Bischoff has been working for WWE.
16 and a half weeks.
Yes. So 17. Say
Okay.
17. Say 17.
17. I'm going to go with 10-0. I'm going to go with 10-0, and then he's going to lose.
all
It
right.
might- it's a good enough stretch without it becoming a big thing. You go much more than double digits, now you're telling a different story. I don't think it should
Yeah,
be
if he
about
holds
that.
it for 2 years, that's a fucking mistake. Yeah.
Right.
No.
Well, no, undefeated for 2 years is a
Oh, that's
mistake.
even- yeah.
Yeah. Let's see on the board. Anaconda Vice says 12. Price, Anaconda Vice says 12. Daniel Price says he's with me and Mr. Rooney 9 times.
But, like,
9.
I wonder because like you've seen him
Niner.
like he's been sitting at like New York Rangers games and like they'll put the fucking jumbo the camera on him.
Yeah.
And people will he'll get the lower third. Like there's not anyone else really on the roster right now, and it's not a knock against them.
Stike says 9 and Justin says 7, by the way.
They don't
He's the only
have
star
they don't-
power.
Right? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
maybe Jake Hager because of his whole MMA and Bellator thing. But
Eh.
I don't know who else. Like I don't know who you give it to right now. I think he's the only one that makes complete sense.
Right, but you
They
don't
need-
want to blow your wad.
They already did. Well,
No.
with him,
You
I
have the
guess.
inner circle, and you don't have a shit ton of tag belts. Your stupid, proud, and powerful aren't even in the tag team tournament, so they don't have any gold, so you can't get a bunch of gold to the inner circle. Jericho needs that gold right now for the inner circle gimmick to work, and him losing to Cody at Full Gear just buries it right away.
Yeah, it's like why do you want to be in his inner circle if
He's
just
not
a
the
schmuck
le
losing.
champion.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he could beat the guy that he tied his hands behind his back in a street fight, but he can't beat the other dude.
Well, yeah, Cody's kind of a bigger deal, but okay. But yeah, I see your point.
Did you see his workout?
Yeah.
I saw him floating in
Did
jizz.
you see it? Yeah. You saw him floating in jizz.
It's so sticky.
Suspended
Yeah.
in jizz.
Then we got a wet nap.
So Justin says, Brian, you don't get to enjoy any bubbly tonight.
What?
Yep.
Oh man.
The person to beat Jericho isn't even in AEW yet, Stike says. It's the villain, Marty Scurll.
Ooh, I like that.
He's coming. No doubt on it.
CM Punk.
And Hillbilly Bren says, and I agree with him even though he showed up late, MJF's going to turn on Cody.
Oh,
Absolutely.
obviously.
That's why Cody's not going to get the belt. And MJF is going to join the Inner Circle. The fucking pop he got
Oh, my God.
when we thought he joined them,
Yeah.
trust me, they're going to pull that
You think he's
trigger.
going to join? I thought they were just kind of teasing the fact of
He's
Cody
gonna-
turning on.
He
He's
he
gonna
could be
join-
MJF
Jericho.
turning on Cody.
Yeah.
He's going to join. He's going to pull a nation on him. He's going to start fucking getting more boisterous, and he's going to
He's
eventually
going to get Jericho out,
he's going to get Jericho out.
and he's going to take over.
Jericho's going to fucking mold him into a fucking bigger star.
And then where does Jericho go?
Who to his cruise?
Yeah, fucking touring.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Take a
Fozzy.
look at me
I mean,
now.
this could be a while. It's not going to happen right away.
Right. Did
know.
you guys see the picture of, I think it was Tony's birthday, and there's like him,
Shivani?
MJF, no, Tony Khan. Him, MJF, Brandy, and Cody standing behind a cake, just like smiling for a camera, and MJF is holding the fucking giant knife, just like behind Cody's back, but they're all just kind of casual. And I mean, it's the fucking birthday cake knife, but
Yeah,
it's just kind of like a small
no,
foreshadowing. for the
comics do
future.
that shit all the
It's
time.
great.
in
Easter
Easter
eggs.
So
promo.
good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like it.
God, I want to go to a billionaire's birthday party.
All right, so here's our awards tonight,
That'd be
guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Marked out moment.
Can you stop slamming shit on the table?
I could. Marked out moment. Petty Town, the Petty Town Award. That's something you want to be petty about.
Adam inspired.
And then the winner is. So Brian,
Yo,
I know you got it all stored in that
it
noodle.
is. Oh, it is right
What
here.
is your marked out moment of the night?
Is that invisible ink?
Yeah, no, only I can read it.
You gotta
And
blow on it?
remember, you got to give me both.
Eat
There's
your
one for each show.
Ovaltine.
What's your marked out moment on each show?
My marked out moment would be Darby Allin doing the moonsault, that springboard moonsault with his hands fucking taped behind his back. I thought that was extremely impressive.
Yeah, no question.
Okay, that was that. And do you want me to do my NXT one now, or do you want me to go to Rob? And then
No,
come
do
back
your
to
NXT one.
And then NXT marked out moment.
Mm.
Whew, you know what?
That's a tough one.
I gotta give it to. I'll give it to Keith Lee.
Dick Jack.
Wow, you have the exact fucking ones I wrote.
Really?
Darby Allin for sure gave me a lot of marked out stuff tonight. Even though again I knew he was gonna lose, edge of my
Sure.
seat, like Rob said.
No.
And then Keith Lee getting a title shot is what I wrote, Brian. I don't think he's gonna win. I think you're right. War Games are gonna go in with all the gold, but I like Keith Lee being in that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm a big Keith Lee fan.
Mhm.
The African American Dream, I've named him. Rob, since Brian took mine, you're the only one left. Marked out moment.
Yeah, so I'm kind of tripling down here. For AEW, it was specifically when Darby Allin went through the fucking rope, did the suicide dive through the rope.
Yeah.
Which is truly suicide when you
Yeah.
got no hands.
My marked out moment for NXT was actually more of a perspective type of mark out. I was really marking out over William Regal putting on that fucking TV face. I thought really William Regal on NXT network has been still good, but a little bit more reserved. And the fucking the nastiness in him, I was like, oh, there's Will. There he is. So yeah, that's mine.
There's Will.
There's Will. That's what I call him at lunch.
On the board, marked out moment. Vice says Moxley flipping the fingers into the paradigm shift. Let's see what else. Marked out Darby Allin. I want to see him versus Moxley and an NXT Dick Jack for Stike Leather. Adam's a believer, and he spelled it weird, is what
Believer.
Daniel Price says.
You like Bieber?
But he liked Allin doing all the craziness with the hands tied. Obviously, that's a choice.
Yeah.
So marked out moment SCU for Justin. Next, trip to Petty Town. I'm gonna go first because this is me inspired. Since Rob always says I'm petty.
You are.
Very.
No MJF for AEW tonight, other than that stupid Cody promo. I don't count it. That pissed me off.
Yeah, and he closed the show last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
That's petty to me.
Really?
It's a petty moment,
You're
Rob.
being petty.
It's
Let him
the
have it.
name of the
Let him
fucking
have
I
it.
know,
award.
but it should be called right now. It should be called the hypocritical award because you're being a hypocrite.
I'm being petty.
You're being a hypocrite.
The other one, Boa, the only guy that was kind of on both weeks in a match, getting a loss and a W. Why? Is that a push?
I don't know.
I'm being petty.
I don't even know.
Ryan, take your train to Petty Town.
My petty, I kind of spilled the beans a little bit before, but mine was, what the fuck did I say? What was it?
You should have wrote it down.
No, I know, right? What are the rules during a Philadelphia street fight? Like, you can't you can't do a submission, but that you can use a kendo stick. But
Well, maybe that's
what,
maybe it's Philadelphia street fight because maybe a Philadelphia specific match is rope breaks and yeah. So maybe.
The referees forget.
you don't like the AEW referees, by the way.
No,
people.
they sell worse than the Japanese. They become a proper gimmick.
They are heavy. Yeah.
That should have been my Petty Town award, but I didn't
That's
give
a
it.
good one.
What's
yeah.
your NXT Petty Town?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do it for both companies.
Yeah.
Look at your fucking production sheet, motherfucker. Why don't you ever write anything down? You were the worst.
Wasting paper.
I'm going to go to the board because I forgot one here that was late. Marked out for Soji. He says Marco Stunt taking the beating but still fighting back. When he kicked out after that one beatdown, I was shocked as fuck.
He was impressive.
He was a little dude.
Yeah, I love that. That was a great match.
My Petty Town would have to be the whole USB thing. I thought that was just a little unnecessary. Why do why go through the trouble of giving a USB and then showing him? Just fucking show him. Why give him the USB? Why let him keep it?
It's
Why
a
let him have that
decent
evidence?
way to go to commercial.
Yeah, you're being petty.
I'm being petty, exactly.
Yeah, you get the
I'm
award.
Being fucking petty.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Yeah, the Petty Town Award. I think we both got ones to beat here. Rob.
I'm just gonna charge against your petty real quick. Just your hypocrite award here because we always talk about how much we enjoy the NXT formula of not everybody on every week.
Yes,
and now you're
my
like,
comment is we got Boa twice and no MGF twice. Yeah, that's my Petty Town.
You're being petty.
You're being very petty.
My petty award is
Tom Petty.
God. This is also Adam inspired, but my petty award is the AEW Women's Division.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
This is Roderick Strong. There's just nothing
he gets
there for
coins.
me.
He gets coins.
Yeah, there's nothing there for me.
They're horrible.
No, it's just not good.
I'm gonna run them all.
Like I'm afraid Britt Baker would fucking pull like the wrong tooth out now.
Yeah,
You don't trust her as a dentist?
No.
It was the easiest time for my eyes to pick a screen.
You botched that tooth.
All fucking night, it was the easiest time to pick a screen.
Yeah, the NXT women are so much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
The NXT women are better.
Well,
than most
there
of
was
the
a name that you
roster.
guys threw out there that would kind of change your decision. Would you like to share it?
Mhm.
Or would you like me to?
You got what?
Fucking Tessa.
Tessa would change the game.
Yeah.
Tessa would change the game.
And her daddy's there. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Her daddy's there.
My NXT.
And Pew Pew's not.
Yeah, my pew pew pew. Stalker. My NXT Petty Award is gonna be, and this is an echo from all night long, but it's just lack of star power tonight. Lack of star power. NXT.
Oh, hypocritical, Rob! You just said they don't have to be on every week.
No, but you have to mix it up, like I said earlier. Some stars this week, some stars next week. Not all the stars one
That's
week.
a good dodge. You did good.
I don't have to do good because I was fucking right.
No, nice job.
No, yeah, good dodge.
Yeah, so my petty NXT, you're fucking either you really don't care about the ratings because you got the TV deal already, or you're I don't know. It's just if you're trying to compete, you're not doing a good job this week.
All right. On the board, let's go to Petty Town again. Priest versus Dunn for Justin. Shayna's overscripted promo for DP. Let's see what else we got. Ciampa squashing that dude for Soji. That's what he was there for, man. What do you want? And that entire fucking show for Anaconda Vice. What a snooze fest. Stike says Petty Award. Rio beating Britt. Just can't get Rio. NXT, Shayna interrupted Tegan Knox's moment after her return. Those is her too petty. And Hillbilly Bren says, hard to watch NXT, to be honest. Dude, I can't wait. Can't wait to meet you. We're going to try and meet you before
Yeah, what are we
the
doing
AEW.
about that? We're discussing
we were talking
it.
about trying to there's nothing really in the area to go hang out at. We're talking about just getting in the parking lot, bringing coolers, some beverages, and just chilling. Fake tailgate. We're not cooking. We ain't doing anything like that.
Oh, so it's at Bojangles too. It's not at
Right.
the Spectrum, so it's
And
not
it's
uptown.
74 Independence. There's nowhere to meet.
Oh, there really is nowhere
Yeah.
that I want to meet.
Yeah.
So,
No.
I know I'm
Bojangles?
name dropping places here in Charlotte that most of our listeners on the podcast don't know about,
Yeah.
but those that do, we're going to try and meet up by just doing a
tailgate.
little tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just look for three ugly dudes by a
Make
van.
sure you're following the @SmartMark show on the Twitter.
And if we have any female fans, please come wave to us. We'd just like to
Should
know
we
that
have should we give away like a T-shirt or something?
yeah,
or
really.
What should we do?
Nothing creepy, nothing me too. We just want to know that we have them.
Yeah, we're all
Matter
betrothed.
of fact, if you are a listener to this podcast, either on any of our platforms of the podcast or YouTube, and you are of the female persuasion, I just want you to tweet us. Tweet us one time says, I listened because I don't know if there's any women.
No, there is.
There was. I know we had them at the beginning, and then shit kind of went off the rails for a while.
No, the one that left that mean comment.
Oh, about me.
Yeah.
There's one on YouTube that doesn't like me.
Yeah.
She said she was leaving the show till I get fired
Yeah.
or leave the show.
Well,
That's
it's
never
it's
happened.
Oh, was that a female?
It's happening soon.
I believe it was.
Oh, okay.
Then again, it could have just been another one
I
of
thought-
Noah's fake profiles. Like, what was Sierra Ann?
Oh God.
I don't know. Oh my God.
Come on, stop messing with the camera.
Oh,
cat.
Studio Cats.
Come on.
Studio Cats hanging out.
Rubbing the
Studio
camera legs.
Cats. Justin says, drink some Bojangles, chicken tailgate. Adam makes sense. Yes, I do. Bowberry biscuits is what Daniel Price says to bring. Okay.
Get away from the fucking
Yeah,
table.
Stike says he'll be there. Hillbilly Bren says I'm there.
Fuck yeah.
He's billing.
So-
Hillbilly Bren's bringing dirty rice.
And the winner is for me. Oh, I love Dirty Rice.
Who is the winner, Rob?
My winner tonight is a no contest. AEW wins.
Hands down.
No contest.
I don't know why I did the drum roll.
Yeah.
Hands down board. Anybody want to try and say NXT won tonight?
yeah, bring
I'll
it.
embarrass you. So by reading your name, so just go ahead and say that. But AEW won.
Yeah.
Brian, no question.
You don't have to ask me.
And let's if you're
Tegan Knox and Tayara.
That's
Conti
true.
now.
They drew my attention, but
Women is the only thing NXT won tonight, right?
Yeah,
hands
totally.
down.
And look, if you are new listening to us, I want you to know. Usually, I'm all about the NXT.
But then somebody got called up.
Well, okay. I still have some. There's still something there. I still got something in NXT.
There may be something there that wasn't there.
I don't think that person's going to be there too much longer. But I still have somebody there. So yeah. Anyway,
what are you talking about now?
nothing.
Being very vague and mysterious.
I'm being very vague.
just put that topic to rest.
Yeah.
Brian,
Yeah.
I know we don't really have any dirt sheets planned. Board, if you got final thoughts, get them ready. But I really quickly want to talk about this. You teased it earlier.
What?
Eric Bischoff out. Seems to be a
Yes.
Fox decision.
Is it though?
It seems to be, from what I'm reading, he was hired on more as a liaison to TV for SmackDown. And other rumors are that the Firefly Funhouse is gone because Fox killed it. They're giving billions of dollars. I would probably bend over.
I'll bend over and spread them as far
So,
and wide.
but
as
I mean,
you
I
want.
can't blame Vince,
But
right?
how does that make any sense though? So
I'll
he
blow
was
Bobby Lashley.
he was the reason why he was the link between Fox and WWE, and then that happens, and then Fox wants him out. Why? That
I'm guessing that something happened behind closed doors that we don't know about.
DP says Pritchard's more of a yes man for Vince, and he's always been that way or something like that. So, yeah.
You know, there was a story going around that Bischoff, it was one of his like first hires since he's been back with the company, and the guy it was like his first day. Like the dude was like apparently like sleeping, like just like in the back, like when he was supposed to be working, just fucking backstage, just taking a snooze. And it was like one of his first days on the job. Now, whether or not that's true or not, who the fuck knows? But that was something that was kind of going around. Plus, like
Booker T sleeps backstage. He's on TV all the time.
but like also Bischoff, he was hired, right? What would you say, 17 weeks ago,
16 and a half, to
and
be
never
exact.
really had any kind of like
No
role.
control.
Like didn't really like he had a title.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he had a title.
For all we know, maybe he was a glorified yes man, like the board is saying, and he just wanted out of that role. He's like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. It could have been an Eric Bischoff decision. I don't think there's any concrete proof that we know anything other than Bruce took his job.
we can call him. Let's call him.
Yeah, we do have his number. Maybe he was over his head. I mean, look at the other side of it. Maybe he was over his head and he had to admit it. Maybe he had a falling out with a Fox exec and he's like, this is not going to work.
Well,
for
I
us.
will tell you.
Or they told him to swallow too much of his pride, and they said, we want you to do this. We want you to do this. And he's like, that's fucking stupid, or I'm not attaching my name to that. I'm not Vince Russo. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
like going into
You
a
know,
float tank.
Well, and if that's the case, it'd be more of a production element than it would any kind of storyline or creative element. I don't think Bischoff was really that. I think he was more of a production guy.
Bischoff.
Yeah.
He's already confirmed for Starcast. Starcast 4, Bischoff is going to be there.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
great.
So I'm
Does this mean
sure
we're
he's
getting-
going to address
Are we
something.
getting 83 weeks again? Is that coming back? Or
That was him and Conrad.
You know,
Yeah.
no, wasn't it him and Shivani?
No, it's him and Conrad.
Oh, Shivani was, and
Conrad-
Conrad was. Conrad just, he's a fucking
did
whore.
What
for
What
all of them.
happened
What happened
when?
when?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conrad's a whore on all of
I
them.
love fucking. I love Tony Schiavone on What Happened When. That's
Yeah, he's
fucking
great.
great.
So let's see what the board's got for final thoughts. You two get yours ready. Pritchard's more of a yes man. DP says, I feel bad. Bischoff moved his family. Sodi says, yeah, we were talking about that off air. That's kind of fucked. But if it was a Bischoff decision, maybe it's for the best. Bruce was running the show for weeks anyway. I guess Eric didn't do anything. No one likes him in the locker room. Bruce will suck balls. It's been his show for weeks anyway.
If he did get,
that's all in a kind of ice.
If he did get fired or let go, I guarantee that his contract had some kind of clause in case that happened. So I'm sure I'm sure he took care of himself.
Yeah, Hillbilly Bren said, when's Bray's contract up? I don't know, but I heard Ramblin' Rabbit's all elite.
Yeah, Rabbit is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Hey guys,
I've got an
Sounds like-
I'm gonna kick your ass, Cody.
Sounds like Cartman a little bit, but
This
yeah.
isn't so much of a dirt sheet, but it's about AEW. Apparently, they renamed the Go position, so formerly, or I guess similar to the Gorilla position.
I don't like that.
Right, in WWE, they named it the Dusty position in AEW, and they have a little kind of plaque with a little nice kind of just a little memory of Dusty and a little rope.
That is a way to make people feel guilty about not liking it, because I don't like it.
It's his authentic cowbell.
I love Dusty Rhodes.
Dude, you got a cowbell in Arby's when you get good service.
Yeah,
I don't mean anything.
I love Dusty Rhodes for many fucking reasons. What a fucking perfect human being, and as a wrestling fan.
I mean,
But it's the gorilla position. They can find something for Dusty.
yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not. He did so much for NXT too. It seems so fucking weird.
What?
That his real son's promotion and his like grandchild promotion, because he did so many fucking in his life, but
Yeah.
NXT being his like
Right.
swan song, if you will,
I feel
are
like-
now head to head after his death.
I feel like Dusty be like, nah, baby, that's a gorilla position, man. We ain't gonna do that right now.
Yeah,
baby.
I don't think there's some things you don't change.
Is Gorilla Monsoon all elite?
Wow. Yeah. He fucking.
Are they going to sign him?
He's OE, original elite.
No, it's like the Pele kick. I don't care who the hell ever comes into soccer, and by the way, I'm not a soccer fan or know anything there, but it should always be referred to as the Pele kick. You don't
Always.
rename it.
Right. It's like when you stab your wife, it's the OJ.
If somebody were to dunk like Jordan with their legs spread, tongue out, and one hand up, I'm going to always associate that with Jordan. I don't care what they do.
That's flight.
Yeah. So, sorry.
LeBron?
Yeah.
If you rape like Kobe, you're
It's not. And
Oh,
wait.
Kobe.
Brian, weren't you talking about another unoriginal move you were criticizing?
Oh,
Ortiz
yeah,
and
so,
Santana have stolen a move from someone?
Proud and Powerful's finisher kind of looks a lot like another now Raw. Their roster of a member of the Raw roster.
You're beating around the
Street
bush.
Profits. I am. It just the Street Profits. Their
No.
finisher looked a lot like P&Ps, and that's all I'm saying. I don't even know if they go by P&P. Maybe they would. Maybe they should.
Look,
and Powerful.
the fucking off the top rope, fucking
Blockbuster.
the blockbuster.
Yeah, powerbomb combination.
It's fucking Harlem Heat, man.
All right.
And like I said earlier, you're allowed to steal moves from legends. It's kind of the thing. But they didn't steal it from fucking whoever the fuck. No.
Whoever the fuck. It's LAX 2.0.
Yeah. Okay. LA.
I don't want to call him Proud and Powerful.
Why?
I
It's
hate
stupid.
that.
It's such a stupid
It's
name.
such an like 80s name. Power and Glory.
Right. It's
You
like
know.
a bad Hulk Hogan John Cena movie.
What was Roma and Mr. and Orndorff's name? They had a tag team.
Oh shit.
That's what it sounds like though. Bold and the Beautiful.
The Wonderfuls. Mr. Wonderful and that guy.
Anyway.
You're right. He just gets him up on his shoulders, just kind of like a doomsday.
Yeah, and again, your
Oh,
boy,
the Doomsday.
your
Isn't
boy
that
was-
an original?
Well,
your boy was all like, "Put your nuts in my face."
it was a powerbomb combination.
Okay.
Powerbomb blockbuster combination.
Yeah, okay,
on
so
top
it's
rope.
completely different.
Well,
100% different. You're being petty.
you're right. I am being petty.
Tom Petty.
I also realized Darby Allin is like the opposite of Orange Cassidy. You know, Orange Cassidy just has his hands in his pockets and like doesn't really move all
Yeah,
that fast,
yeah,
but still
yeah.
does stuff.
Mhm.
They should tag together, but have both of their arms subdued.
I feel like they'd start doing meth in the corner together.
Yeah, maybe.
Hillbilly Bren asks, does anybody watch Raw anymore? If the way they keep up, no. Chris Ross, one of our listeners, he says he by the way messaged me earlier. He said he absolutely loves us, but he hates WWE so much right now that he can't listen to our Monday night program. because he doesn't want to talk about WWE. You know, if Raw and SmackDown keep doing what they're doing, fuck, we'll find another show.
Look, and you got to be fair. You got to be fair and say
Power's looking good.
We hit rock bottom with WWE products fucking like 6 months ago. I mean, it hit rock fucking bottom. We were doing 1 minute reactions. We were timing our 1 minute reactions for Raw. It was that fucking bad. And it built up, and it got better, and the program was better, and the wrestling was better.
Parts of it got better.
It did, but for several weeks it was actually fun to watch. And then this fucking the Saudi show and the stupid fucking draft because it's all Fox and all this fucking shit. It's just like they completely forgot what they're doing. It went back to looking like Vince is running shit. I'm sorry. I want WWE to be great. I do, especially Raw. I really do. But fuck, you got to come better than what you did because it was corny. It was just corny.
Let's just burn his house down.
Yeah, let's get a bunch of random people, put them in a boardroom.
And we're going to continue the feud even beyond Crown Jewel. They're billing Rob a steel cage match in New York City.
Oh, fuck.
No, Long Island.
Long Island. Close enough.
Yeah.
It's not New York City.
Yeah. Unless you're from Long Island, you say you're from New York City.
They're going to battle on top of the
That's not
Statue of Liberty.
You say you're from New York City?
Roman fell off
No,
the candle.
I say I'm from Syracuse
Or
because
is
I'm
it
not from
torch?
New York City. I'm from like fucking 4.5 hours away.
You said if you're not from Long Island, you say you're from New York City. You're not
Right.
from Long Island.
No. I
but
said
you don't say you're
I
from
said
New York City.
Well, if you're in one of the 5 boroughs and it's not Long Island, you say New York City.
Yeah, you're not even in a borough.
I understand what
don't
you're
even have a
saying.
borough.
Thank you,
I get
thank
it.
you, Sanity.
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No.
Rob and I have been on the same page tonight. You've been all over the place. Things
Yeah.
are changing very fast.
Hillbilly Bren wants to tell me to fuck off. He
Yeah.
actually wanted one of you guys to tell me to fuck off.
Okay,
Oh,
fuck
fuck
off.
off.
I would love for him. Yeah, I would love him to tell me to fuck off. I would love anyone to tell me to fuck off.
What if he told you to fuck
come
on?
come tell me to fuck off at AEW Charlotte?
Yeah, November 6th.
Yeah, we'll be in the parking lot. Let's have a beer.
It's something he's challenging to a fight.
No, it's not an open.
Come on, motherfucker.
This isn't an open challenge.
We're gonna chug
It's
a
not an
beer.
open challenge.
We're gonna chug a beer, and the loser has to put their hand out for a handshake first.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Adam, you can challenge people to a chop contest. He said that he was going to go to chop shop.
Whoever brings the best coupon, I will give you a free beer. I'll do a Jewish contest.
Choppy time.
Whoever
And-
brings me the best coupon will get a free beer from
You
me.
can go on a Rody Rob shopping spree at Harris Teeter.
Or you could save 10% at markedoutgear.com. Promo code marked out, all one word, same on collar and elbow.
So tonight, Brian has on his super hip party shirt.
Super hip
Yep.
party.
I got our
Boom.
KO inspired signature shirt.
I have our invisible ink shirt.
Mm.
You can pretend it says whatever you want.
I think that's the same gray one that Moxley was wearing that had a stain on it during tonight's episode.
Yeah, whose stain do you think that was?
I don't know. He had a little. I
Are
don't know if it was
you-
a sweat stain.
Is that joke to insinuate that you came on him? Is that what you're doing there?
No,
No,
all of the cum
it
was in
was-
Cody's float tank.
Yeah, he went. That's what it was. It was the vibe that he went swimming with his shirt
It's
on.
so sticky.
Oh, with that sound effect, it's clear that we have run our course. I know Raw is not going to be great Monday, so I'm going to tease that we're probably going to have fun shitting on it. It's a fun show.
Raw's gonna be
we
great.
get really analytical here on Wednesdays and try and put these side to side.
Wait, we're gonna get our first Street Profits match Monday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, you don't
we
know
do
that.
get a mystery tag
Is
partner.
it confirmed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
6-man.
Is it?
6-man.
Yeah.
6-man.
Oh.
6-man.
So Monday's gonna be worth it, boys and girls, just because Street Profits have their first in-ring action
With a mystery
on
partner.
Raw. Okay, whatever. I'm still just
Wait, but
Well, because I think that mystery
Time out.
partner is Morrison.
Time out.
I
Maybe
think
that-
it's a big
and
deal.
that would be
okay, so
great.
their first match is going to be overshadowed by someone coming back. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's going to be built on somebody coming back.
yeah, they've been
That's a good way to
introduced.
say
They've been
Spin it.
on fucking
Okay, but they
hair for
haven't-
4
They
months.
haven't wrestled. They haven't.
No,
they
but
haven't fought.
no, but it doesn't matter because it's a Street Profits.
They're going to get the smoke.
They gonna get the smoke, bro. The smoke.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait, yeah. We have SmackDown on Friday. By the way, we watched
Yeah.
because it was the debut in the draft. I'm not fucking watching this Friday.
No,
I'm going kickball,
Yeah.
and then I'm going out after kickball. I
Yeah.
ain't coming back to watch this week.
Nope. I'm
Nope.
gonna DVR it and then
No kids. We're going somewhere.
I'll probably wake up early Saturday morning because I just wake up early and then the kids are asleep. I'll probably just fast forward through it, see any relevant points, and then get through it. It's not going to be a thing.
Yeah. Are you going to bother, Brian?
Cain Velasquez, is he going to be there?
No, he's at Crown Stool.
That's right, Crown School. No, I'm probably not going to watch. Maybe I'll watch. I don't know. I'm very indecisive lately. There's some studio cats in here, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
We should call our Buzzkill Mondays
Uncle Eric.
and Awesome Wednesdays.
The main roster mashup.
Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. This is Marked Out Podcast for Rob, for Brian. I am Adam. Tune in next time. Same Smark time, same Smark channel.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's Ravepro.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.